Today we're diving into one of the most heated debates in anime history, Gojo and Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen versus the Admirals from One Piece. And spoiler alert, Gojo and Sukuna slam the Admirals. First up, we have Sukuna, the King of Curses. With abilities like Dismantle, Cleave, and Malevolent Kitchen, Sukuna is a force to be reckoned with. Few people in all of fiction have cut an infinite space, a feat not even the Admirals have completed. So do the Admirals even have the durability to survive the world-cutting slash? Next, we have Tortillaru Gojo. No, I'm kidding. We have Satoru Gojo. His abilities include the Infinity, Domain Expansion, Infinite Void, which make him practically invincible and impenetrable to any attacks. Not to mention with his domain expansion, he can overload his enemies' brains with Lobotomy Kaisen. On the other side, we have the Admirals from One Piece, Akainu, Aokiji, and Kizaru.
Wouldn't turn your back on me if I were you. You're gonna make the same mistake.
Someone has to see you all, and that duty seems to have fallen on me.
Sure you want to do that?
These guys are no joke, each wielding incredible devil fruit powers. Akainu controls magma, Aokiji manipulates ice, and Kizaru manipulates light. Their combined strength is off the charts. But is it enough to bypass Infinity? And do they have enough to defend against Sukuna's world-cutting slash, or even Sukuna's kitchen, or Infinite Void? Now let's break down the strengths and weaknesses of each team. Sukuna's world-cutting slash and raw power combined with Gojo's impenetrable defenses and spatial manipulation make them formidable opponents. Remember, Gojo was able to touch, for example, Yuji, protecting him with the Infinity also. So in a similar fashion, Gojo could use the Infinity to protect both Sukuna and Gojo whilst attacking their opponents. Now the Admirals, on the other hand, they have a unique edge. They are Logia users. So could Sukuna and Gojo even harm a Logia user? Now you could make the argument that if Sukuna landed a domain expansion the same as Gojo, they could potentially overwhelm the Admirals, trapping them in their respective domains. Speed is crucial here. The Admirals move faster than light. Most Jujutsu Kaisen fans argue that Gojo's Infinity will protect them both since it's automatic. Therefore, Gojo's techniques could neutralize any attacks from the Admirals.
Does Gojo solo the One Piece verse? I hate to say it, but yeah, he does. Badly. It all comes down to the simple fact that nobody in One Piece is touching him. There's not a single character that we know of in the entire One Piece verse that can break through Infinity. The only character that might have the speed to break through it is Eneru, but even then that's highly debatable. Now if anybody wants to bring up a Logia and say that Gojo won't be able to touch them either, you have to remember that Gojo could just put them in his domain. And if you read the manga, you know that being in Gojo's domain for too long isn't necessarily good for your health. And before One Piece fans try to argue with me, trust me, I'm with you guys. I don't want Gojo to solo one of my favorite anime, but it's just the reality of the situation. You could take Kaido, Big Mom, Prime Whitebeard, Prime Roger, and put them all against Gojo, and I just don't see how they're gonna break through Infinity. And now people may bring up characters like Rocks, but until we see him in the story, we can't say how strong he is. Obviously, it's implied that he's extremely strong, like one of the strongest in the series, but until we see him, we can't say it. But yeah, as a One Piece fan, I hate to say it, but Gojo solos the entire verse.
But the question still remains, can they even harm the Admirals or Logias? So who would win? If the Admirals can exploit their elemental powers and work as a team, they might overpower Sukuna and Gojo. Gojo's Infinity has never defended against anything higher than city level before. He was even cut by a building level spatial manipulation ability cancelling slash from Sukuna. The slash itself was only cut in buildings. Another thing is that Gojo has never fought anyone that's actually as fast as light speed or faster than light, such as the Admirals, who are FTL. So in other words, if we had to prove that Gojo's Infinity would defend against the Admirals, you'd have to 1, prove that it could protect against a city block or higher attack, which it can't. 2, prove that it blocks attacks that are faster than massively hypersonic. Remember, in JJK, characters are scared of bullets from a sniper. So if Gojo is only slowing down attacks that are slow, or in other words, stopping them with his infinity, there's no guaranteed speed of light attacks won't get through or anything faster. If you disagree with that, show me a feat of Gojo defending against a light speed attack or higher. Or show me a feat of Gojo defending against anything higher than city level. You can't. Therefore, if Gojo was overwhelmed by a Sukuna and was forced to drop the infinity after 5 domain expansions and became fatigued, and that was his limit, if the Admirals merely dodged 5 of Gojo's domains, they could easily finish Sukuna and Gojo after Gojo becomes fatigued and he fails to keep up the infinity. How do we know the infinity would protect them anyways? Gojo has never blocked a multi-continental, arguably planetary level attacks before. Because remember, Akainu and Aokiji fighting literally changed the temperature permanently. And this was calculated to be somewhere near continental. Thousands of times more powerful than a city block attack. And let alone, they're both faster than light, so their attacks could basically speed blitz Gojo's infinity, because you can't prove that he's defended against anything faster than light with infinity. Lastly, would Hollow Purple be able to delete the Admirals? Now, I disagree strongly about Hollow Purple being existence erasure. It's not. And I don't think Gojo or Sukuna would be able to land an attack on Logia users anyways. So in my opinion, Gojo and Sukuna have pretty much zero win cons here. Their attacks are too slow and arguably not powerful enough to harm Logias like the Admirals. In my opinion, any one of the Admirals could solo the entire Jujutsu Kaisen verse. But who cares about my opinion? Let me know what you think. Could Sukuna and Gojo take down the Admirals, or would the Admirals and the elemental prowess reign supreme? Comment below what your thoughts are. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more versus battles. Thanks for watching. See you next video. Peace!